question states, which of the following would cause an ambiguous change in the price of TVs? Knowing that an ambiguous change in price might have a double meaning will help us in identifying the correct answer. Our answer options are A, a shift to the right in the supply curve and a shift to the left in the demand curve for TVs. B, a shift to the left in both the supply and demand curve for TVs. C, none of the other choices is correct. D, a shift to the left in the demand curve for PlayStations, a complement of TVs. Or E, a shift to the left in the supply curve and a shift to the right in the demand curve for TVs. The correct answer is B, a shift to the left in both the supply and demand curve for TVs. Looking at the supply and demand curve, it becomes clear that shifting the supply and demand curves to the left can result in several different outcomes depending on how much the curve moves. The new supply curve is labeled S2, and the new demand curve is labeled D2, and the new equilibrium price is labeled E2. From this graph, we can see that a slight shift in both the supply and demand will result in no change in price for TVs. A large shift in supply and a small shift in demand will also lead to an increase in price. And finally, a large increase in demand and a small increase in supply will lead to a decrease in the price of TVs. Because of the possibility for both an increase, decrease, or no change in price when one shifts the demand and supply curve to the left, this option would be an ambiguous change in the price of TVs.